time. Okay, I was gonna like wait till I got home. I'm on my way home, y'all. And I was like, you know what? I kind of don't want to let how I'm feeling sit. So I'm like, let me go ahead and pick up this camera, honey. Not ideal. I'm still in the car, so I'm not gonna be staring at y'all the whole time. But I want to talk a little bit about being self-reflective and being introspective, really, right? Introspection, like, if you want to truly be the best version of yourself in your life, introspection is going to be crucial. So in 2021, not going to go into all these details, but in 2021, right, things were just not going the way that I truly desired in my relationship. So when I was dating, I had just gotten out of a long-term relationship, and I was trying to date and make new friends, and things were just not going at all how I had imagined. You know, like, people were not, like, I am a loyalist to a fault. I will admit that. I am a true loyalist, right? So you can do me all kinds of dirty, and this is not the way to be, trust, right? But I'm still trying to, even in this present day, I'm still trying to, like, learn how to not be so loyal to the point where you can get walked all over, to the point where others can take advantage of your kindness, but because you're so loyal, you just stick it out. Like, I hate that about myself, truly, I do. But I'm still learning how to get through that. But I was a loyalist to a fault in 2021, and this plays into everything, right? Because I'm like, why is it that I'm having issues with sustaining relationships in my life? And it could be so easy for me to just blame the other person, for me to just point out their flaws and their imperfections, and to really make that the reason why, like, the root of the problem. Like, that's so simple to do. Like, when you're looking for root cause, it's so easy to look outside of yourself when things are not going the way you want in your life, especially when it pertains to relationships. So in 2021, I just did not understand, like, why me? Like, I'm such a good person. Like, why is it hard for me to sustain relationships? Like, is it them? Is it because they expect this from me? Is it because they believe this and I believe that? Like, what is it? And I had to really look within myself and come to the conclusion, like, it's me. Like, I'm the reason why. I'm the common denominator. You're not going to go through life, and sometimes, I mean, yes, people wash away as you're elevating in your life, right? And sometimes, I mean, sometimes it's not you, right? But a lot of times it can be you, and it may not be something that you're doing. It can be something that you're unaware of. It can be something subconsciously that you're doing you don't even realize until you take that deep look within yourself and hold that mirror up to yourself to see, like, damn, it's me. Like, I'm the problem, right? That was grueling for me, that process. That was really, really difficult for me. And it was hard for me to point out my flaws in my communication, because for so long I was like, I'm a great communicator, like, I'm an awesome communicator. And then one person told me I wasn't, and I'm like, no, that's them. Like, they're the one that does not know how to communicate. And then after I decided to, like, really look within myself, I'm like, wow, maybe I'm not the best communicator. Maybe I'm not always clear with my words. Maybe I could do better with expressing myself in a certain way that is more relatable to others. Maybe, like, I need to do better at questioning some things, instead of just, if I don't understand something, and me just being like, oh, okay, just to, like, get on with the conversation, for example. Like, no, like, question, like, hey, I really didn't understand what you meant by this. Or, like, challenging others, right? I wasn't great at that. I was very timid when it came to challenging other people, and that was difficult for me. And then I was like, damn, like, maybe it is my communication. So for so long, like, I was told by family, like, oh, you're such a great communicator, you're such a great communicator. And then in 2021, after I did a truly deep look within myself, I'm like, oh, my family feels like I'm a great communicator because they know me. But what about the people that don't know me? Like, maybe that is a weakness that I have. And so I had to do the work on myself. I had to be honest with myself. I had to be upfront with myself. I had to realize I am a part of the root cause. I am a part of the problem. So after I realized that, right, because the first step is acknowledging that, is coming to that awareness, like developing that self-awareness. After I developed that self-awareness about that, I was like, I'm going to do better. Like, I'm going to be proactive in this. I'm going to consciously challenge myself, even when it's uncomfortable, even with my anxiety. I'm going to push myself. I'm going to, get comfortable with saying uncomfortable things. And then relationships in my life significantly improved because I had to do the work on myself. I had to look within myself, and I had to stop looking to blame issues in my life on other people, and realize that the constant in your life is yourself. So maybe it's not always other people. Maybe it's something that you were not aware of that you need to make yourself aware of, and that significantly improved my life, right? And my communication and my relationships with people. So fast forward, I became friends with somebody in 2021, and I've come to realize that doesn't serve me anymore. Like that, honestly, I kind of realized it a while ago. But I was like, well, no, like, I love this friend, like, I'm tripping. And that's something now I have to see, like, with me being such a loyalist, right? Even to this day, it still negatively impacts my life, because sometimes you're just so loyal with people. Sometimes you can be such an empathetic person, right? Sometimes you can be such an empath, and that can ruin you, right? So with this friend, I was like, like, we're friends, like, she's been a constant in my life, but sometimes that person is just for a season. And what I've come to realize about this person that was a friend is that they're always blaming everything else on other people. Whenever something doesn't go right in their life, with their work, their relationships, their friendships, it's always someone else. It's always no accountability. It's always, you're the issue, you're this, you're that, they're this, they're that. It's never, maybe I played a role in this, I'm part of the problem. It's never any accountability. And I feel a lot of people get stuck in their lives because they refuse to be introspective. They refuse to really look within themselves and see, maybe I'm part of the issue. Maybe it's not everyone else around me. Maybe it's me. Maybe as I'm going through life and everyone keeps saying they have this issue with me, they have that issue with me, they have all these issues, and maybe I need to hear what they're saying clearly and do the work on myself. Like, this person refuses to do that, and their life reflects it, right? So I say all that to say, look within yourself sometimes. Sometimes you are the problem, and that's hard to admit, that's hard to accept. But in order to grow, you have to grow. You cannot grow and want to be stagnant. And part of growing is challenging yourself. Part of growing is developing that self-awareness. Part of growing is being accountable. And the only way that you can do that, the only way that can truly take place, is to stop projecting onto other people, to really look at you and not look at everyone else as the enemy, and to make peace with the fact that you're not perfect, and to make yourself aware of your imperfections, confront that, right? And do the work to be better. So, once again, y'all, I know that's not an easy thing at all. It wasn't easy for me, 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. That was a trying time in my life. But I thought I'd share that because I think a lot of people look around themselves and they're like feeling hopeless, and they're feeling like down, and they're feeling like they're not going anywhere, and they feel like they have to do all these external things in order to grow. They have to do everything but look within themselves and see where their weaknesses are and work on it and turning it into a strength. So thank y'all for my little talk. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to some music on the rest of this hour ride. I just wanted to pick up this camera and just really talk about it. Have you ever had to really look within yourself, and what did you find when you started holding yourself accountable, when you started becoming self-aware? What roads did that lead you to? I want to hear y'all's story. So hit me up on my DMs at Diamond Vicky. I'll have it on the description box and then somewhere on the screen. And go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, okay? And join the family, because I want to have more conversations like this. I feel like we're not real enough with ourselves sometimes. There's so much fluff on the internet, so much, you know, superficiality. Like, a lot of people are just so on the surface nowadays, and that's another thing that is really like making us stay stagnant. So I want us all to grow together, and thanks for watching, y'all.